What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Going Medieval Rise of the Dwarves, heading into episode 12 here today. I know not all that much eventful has been happening in the last couple episodes, coming out of our live stream, with all those raids and plenty of action. Winter has been brutal, though. The last episode, we had to sacrifice a goat to keep the family alive. Now we're looking into people getting cold. We had that issue for a while as well, which hopefully with sealing off all the rooms and creating nice temperature monitored areas, we've solved those problems as well. But now it's just more of the same, getting down into it, the daily grind, cooking up the food, feeding the family, trying not to go bored with insanity, praising our god or gods, digging and digging and more digging. Now here we are, heading into the morning of winter day 12. Snow seems to be clearing up. However, we're finally above freezing, 34 degrees. So we're probably going to be coming to the close of winter here soon. We'll head into spring, which that will be nice. That'll be a nice change of pace. Looks like we got some birch trees up here coming in nice. Going down for a planting. Who's that? Gaia? Ironic that the girl whose name is Earth is working the earth. Yep, plenty of trees to come. That's good. So hopefully once we can get this large undertaking, as you can see here by all this yellow, of the Great Hall cleared out, then we can start the bedrooms. And then one by one, we'll move everybody in. We will get rid of this dormitory monstrosity. We'll start laying down some more crops. Start clearing out some more of this limestone here and replacing it with terraformed dirt. This will eventually become a giant farm island with a little ranch here off to the side. We'll clear out all this brick and make this over here kind of our cemetery / tree growth area. We have the burn pile right here for all of our victims. And then finally we can focus on that which matters, which is the giant AFK death trap. So just speeding things along here. Clearing out. Looks like our boy Boof seems to be following Carl around, but not really doing all that much. Let's make sure we got him... Yep, we got him assigned for haul. So hopefully he should be hauling... Oh, and it looks like he can't, because we have run out of room. This is ironic. So we're going to go ahead and keep dropping some more space. There. Now, so that'll just cover that whole area now with the rocks and the limestone. So plenty of space for all of that. So if the villagers want to start hauling stone, they can do that. Be very, very helpful. Looks like some of them already are. And we got, who's that there in the middle? Linda. Little Linda Smith there, working away. Grinding all that limestone into some beautiful limestone blocks to make this beautiful brickwork as we see here. Alright, looks like we got some more large openings. So let's go ahead and lay down some more pathway for our main man Carl to work up. Alright, there we go. Carl can get to work on that. And another thing we want to check is, let's check the under area. Down here. So this has been cleared out. So let's go ahead and put the pathing for this. And get this all built in. Carl can get down there as well. So we have the tunnel ready for our basement level for all of our workshops, so that's good. That'll give us a nice spot to work from where we can branch out. One thing that we definitely will have to be wary of, though, is because normally I say that you want to start from the bottom. is as we clear out each room, we'll have to make sure that we throw down supports. So here, let's go back up. Alright, looks like we got some building and whatnot ready. I have a feeling spring should be starting this next morning. But let's see. Now we're auto-saving. And yep, we've come out of the last day of winter. Hoopla the goat has given birth to Toto and Pickles. Excellent. But now it's the first day of spring. Research is what I wanted to check. Terraforming. Ooh, we're up to 63. Let's see. Decorative structures. Oh, defensive. Just give us a wooden trap. And a reinforced door. Alright, we definitely, I think, should unlock that. Although terraforming is looking pretty nice. And a new season, spring. Spring arrived in Cliffhaven. As the sun warmed the sleeping ground, vegetation began to grow. It was the perfect time to sow crops for the coming year. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our defenses going. Ooh, and we can get some more. What are defensive structures too? Metal traps. We're heading to blacksmithing. Let's see, what can we do with blacksmithing? Ooh, looks like plenty of... Let's see, ash longsword, wall mirror, two-handed mace, hatchets, great axe. Weaponry. What's going to give us out of wooden weaponry? Two-handed flail, large statue, wall relief, clutch and spear flail. Okay, and a bower's table, short bow, long bow. Okay, so we're definitely going to want to go with the bow. It's like we said. Ooh, crossbows. This should be fun. So let's go ahead and get that wooden weaponry unlocked. Alright, so that does drop us for a while. And I know originally I had a plan, but I kind of thought about it a little bit more. And I want to clear anything that requires only chronicles. I want to clear as much of that as possible while we still have not yet built the library. Then once we get the library in, we can start with the advanced research table and start getting in the higher levels. Definitely for sure. Alright, Ozzy now considers Carl a friend. So heading into the year 1354, hopefully this year will be a lot more simple and not as intense of a year as the 1353 was, especially with all those raids and cannibals constantly coming after us. So we have a woodworking bench for carpentry. Alright. And I know I said it way too soon. I went ahead and jinxed ourselves. I said, let's have this be an easy year, and then right out the gate. A new settler, Salvation the Mountain Bandits. Appearing deranged at first, Scalfrid was simply overcome with terror. A pitiful, stumbling corpse, with wells from binding and harsh beatings by a cruel master. Galfrid begged, "Hide me. I will die if I am caught." So what should we do? Settler slammed the door shut, leaving Galfrid outside. A little bit of a negative mood for a while, but we can avoid the raid, because if we decide to help, ultimately comes our next decision. We will be raided by, looks like 9. 3 archers, 3 fierce marauders, and 3 standard marauders. So what does he have to offer? Looks like he's got some melee skill. So add another soldier to the battlefield. Some intellect, some culinary, some carpentry. So it looks like he is an uprooted shipwright. So at one point in time, his main profession was building ships, or at least working on ships, some form of shipcraft. I can humbly relate to that. And you know, I've always said that, you know, we want to try and pick and choose, but let's risk it for the biscuit. Let's go ahead. Let's invite him in. Because at least now we know danger is coming. In 1 day, 17 hours, and 27 minutes. We already have an extra bed set up, so I'm not worried. But now the question comes, what can he actually do? He is ruthless. He's extremely candid and suffers fools gallantly. Okay. He's also precious. Oh, so he's a dick, but he's very handsome. He's bloodlust. Heat resistant, so he will be great in the summer. And listless. Tends to mope about complaining. And is a total wet blanket. Alright. So he has 0 personality. He's a total dick, but he's gorgeous. Sounds like almost every tool bag I know. Alright, what do you got for those skills, my friend? Carpentry's good. Melee's good. How's that marksmanship? Marksmanship's good as well. Okay, we can work with that. We'll add another archer. He's not going to be perfect, but we don't need him to be perfect. Looks like he's already got a starting reputation with everybody. But he's going to be a dick, so I have a feeling that not very many people are going to get along. Alright, so we got Carl, David, Gaia. Let's call this guy Jerry. This is Jerry. He's the super dick. Normally I would reserve Jerry for kind of a dumbass just because of my connection with Rick and Morty. But nope, in this case it's Jerry with a G, which any Jerry with a G is a dick. So I hate to say it if that's the truth out there for you, but chances are you probably are, you just don't know it yet. And like I always say, if you analyze your group of friends and you don't know who the dick is, it's you. Alright, so one thing we want to get done almost right away, now that we have it, is let's get that Bower's table. Let's put it out here. Oop, wrong button. Apologies. Alright, here comes the wet blanket dick Jerry. So we have 1 day, 14 hours, and 42 minutes to go ahead and start some things up. I am also going to utilize this time to go ahead and start laying down some traps. We have some good wooden traps. Ooh, it requires a mechanical component. Son of a biscuit eater. That totally is going to screw us. So we're going to have to just go with some stick traps. So let's lay some here. Here, here. Let's do the same thing over here. Just for a nice entry point. See what happens. Kind of want it to be 3 from this at all times. That way, no matter what direction they try and come from, they'll always be 3 squares away from murder of this entry stair. Because if you do the math, so 3 this way, see 3 this way, diagonally. Okay, so we need to go here and here. There. So we have a diagonal 3. There. So no matter what direction they try and penetrate from, it'll require them to walk through 3 traps before they get here. Now, I know that's not much, but that's at least some kind of ground to get us a little bit of damage. And these are just the basic stick traps. Just a little something kind of to get a little taste for blood. Go ahead and poke and prod them. Irritate them a little bit, you know. Force them through some rose bushes, so to speak. Oh, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. Jerry, my man, you have a bed. Alright, let's wake up Carl. There we go. Sometimes just drafting and undrafting real quick goes ahead and gets them started. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this moment because we need to get the schedule situated. So let's get everybody up and moving. There we go. So he is now on board. Let's go ahead and manage. Now Jerry, we want him, like we said, to be ranged. So no shield. Put a cap on him. It is now time. Alright, we want everybody in armor all the time, and we're going to put him on a meal plan. Same as everyone else. And you know, I like to look at this and just see. Look at all this awesome, Just everybody's wearing caps and helmets, and everyone's got clothes and some kind of armor. And it's just downright awesome. Alright, so here we go, jobs. 1, 2. So, 1. I'll make that priority for everybody. Alright, hunting. Marksmanship is good. So we'll make him a backup hunter. And backup construction. No, he has no business in the field. No business whatsoever. Culinary, we'll leave him at a 3. So he's good at mining. We'll leave him at a 3 for animal husbandry. No business doing smithing. Carpentry is pretty good. Tailoring, I'll leave it. And then no research doing no business doing research or art. That is what I meant. No business doing art or research. No research doing business. Yeah. Wow. Tongue twister. For some reason, those words were extremely hard to get out of my mouth. All right, that should be nice and clean for now. I know it's still kind of a mess if you look at my schedule. You know, some of you could probably think of more optimized ways of getting it to flow, but for the sake of this village, it works. Everybody has a priority, everybody has a backup, and it works. The big thing is I want everybody to start crafting as a priority. Oh no, Lily's crown is decomposed or been destroyed while she's wearing it. That's unfortunate. The Lady Lily, or Chilly Lily, as some of you have known her through the winter, no longer has a proper crown. Alright, so he's going and auto-equipping everything that he needs. Got himself a bow. Excellent. We got ourselves our stove. We got our smelt. Our woodworking bench. Alright, we'll go ahead and take care of all that later. Looks like here comes the rain, and we are less than 24 hours away. So it's looking at about probably 06 and 07 in the morning of the next day is when the search party comes. But we will show those forest bandit heathens the way of the Oak Brethren or the way of the Restitutionist. And we will show them that we can come together. Come on, Carl. Come on, build it up. Sorry, I just got my attention distracted by his failure. So dismantle items for wood. Alright, so things that he can dismantle. Go ahead and dismantle staves, bludgeon spears. Oh, let's keep some reinforced spears. Two-handed, short bows, war bows, curve bows. Okay, so bows we want to keep. Go ahead and dismantle light crossbows, and let's just keep all of that for now. Battering ram, wood armor, mast, horn mast. Oh, yeah, definitely bone armor. Bucklers, shields, toe shields, and crown. Yep, okay, so all of that. And flimsy to flawless. Go ahead, just take everything. So amount forever. And it looks like the big thing right now is that we can make short bows. Okay, so everybody has a bow that needs a bow, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be an 8-on-9, 8v9 raid, with us being the underdog. But you know what? We're ready. We've got our archers lined up. There's only one point of attack, which is this front door. Did we do defensive? Wicker, reinforced door. Alright, so we're going to get Carl over here. Ooh, actually, before I even do that, can we... No, iron. I'm getting ahead of myself here, folks. So the next big thing we're going to need is iron. So can I start that? The smelt. The limestone smelt. So let's at least go ahead and get that started for now. But one good thing too is that somebody could take all of the shit weapons and start breaking them down for wood. So that is extremely, extremely helpful. Ah, yes, Carl. There he is, setting those traps. 19 hours out, ladies and gentlemen. 19 hours out. And Carl is laying down the traps. How are we doing up here? Quite well, quite well. Let me just go ahead and do another once over with the pathing. Or the flooring, I should say. There we go. Give them something to do for that. Settler's wounds. Well, bro. Come on, Jerry. Like, I get that you're prideful and I get that you're a dick, but lay down. He laid down for all of, like, 30 seconds. He literally went, sat in his bed and went, oh, I feel better. Wish there was a way I could get the cow. I could direct him like I direct the villagers, because that would definitely be helpful. Grab him. Tell him to come over here and pick up all this wood. But nope. Alright. So I'm going to start telling everybody to go into summer clothes. Or just all. Let's say all for now. Just wear what we got. Ultimately, just wear what we got. Springtime is going to be an all. You just wear whatever we got. Then once it gets a little bit more summer, hopefully by summer I can get the tailor stand built up. Alright, cartography. On the study table is a map of all known places hereabouts. It is useful for orientation and making plans. Bluebell the goat has given birth to Moritz. Interesting. Armorer. Where we can make plenty of armors. Ooh, we are auto-saving, which means it's midnight. Which means we should only be 5 or 6 hours away from our day of reckoning. Fletching. Here's how we get the better bows. So let's unlock fletching. There we go. Alright. Oh, 3 hours. 3 hours out, ladies and gentlemen. And looks like we didn't get shit for traps. So I'm going to have Carl down here and start making... Who else do I got that's got a construction skill? 9, 0. Alright, Jerry. Cannot... Construction skill not met. Construction 5. Construction 10. Can Linda? No. Ozzy 8. Alright, well everybody's up now. So we went ahead and got Carl at least started a little early. We are less than 2 hours out. We'll have to hope that Carl can get back in time with some sticks to get some traps over on this side. So we know the raid party is imminent. Everybody's doing their thing. Alright, lost property. Violent extortionists, the mountain bandits. The brute spoke, soft but menacing. Jerry belongs to me. Hand over my slave, or you will all suffer. They were deadly serious. Cliffhaven's defiant settlers refused to bow to the assailants' demands. So, looks like they traded an archer, because remember it was 3, 3, and 3. So they decided to not have a third archer, but bring a fourth marauder. And we'll get a positive multiplier. Or Cliffhaven surrender Jerry, because they said, fuck this guy. So they give him back to those hunting him. And we'll get a little bit of a negative modifier. But we'll save ourselves the raid. Is Jerry really worth it? I think that is not the point. I think it's the principle of owning a human being, and we need to fight back. So let's do it. Let's refuse. Bring on the raid. You stood your ground, refusing to give in to the demands. I can imagine Carl up on the ramparts saying, I'll take you with my bare hands. Because as we know, Carl doesn't give a fuck. Alright, 9 enemies have appeared. Looks like they'll be coming in from this side. Well, regardless, they have to enter here, so... They have started their attack. Alright, here we go. News team, assemble! Carl, David, Gaia. Carl, David, Gaia. Sorry. Draft. Move in. Jerry, Lily, Linda, Ozzy, Tina. Draft. Move in. Alright, and here we go. It begins. The day of reckoning. Oh, shit. Balls. Come on, Carl. Alright, so, one thing that we learned from our last encounter. David, what you hear. Carl, you hear. And Gaia, come to the back. So we're going to have them literally blocking the door. Carl, turn around. Carl. Alright, and the other thing. We come up. This is another thing we can do. Lock the doors. Lock them. A settler assigned as a steward will change the status. Okay, never mind. That requires somebody to be undrafted. That is fine. We won't worry about that. Alright. They're coming in. Which, again, we are not worried about. Tina, you're the ace. Linda is our second best, followed by Lily. And we'll go ahead and get Ozzy and Jerry set up over here. Oh yeah, here we go. I can feel it. Can you feel it? A war is coming. The drums are beating. Arrows are firing. Take 'em down, boys and girls. Take 'em down. That's another one bites the dust. Nope. Ah, Carl. Or is that Gaia? Gaia ran up to hold it down. She's like, I got this. Alright, Gaia, go ahead and fall back. Victory! The settlers came under attack in the spring of 1354. Their ordeal continued for 3 hours and 53 minutes. Mercifully, all settlers survived the raid. And I think that we did a good idea by pulling Gaia back and letting Carl take over. 7 sworn enemies died during the fight. Tina was the bravest of the settlers, dealing the most blows to the foe. I'm telling you, aces. Gaia took the most damage from the enemy, thinking only of defending Cliffhaven in its hour of need. She also blocked the most hits. It should be recorded. She stood there as a human shield, acting as a secondary door. She straight up went Gandalf and said, "You shall not pass." Some of the buildings of Cliffhaven were destroyed under the bombardment of enemy weapons. Yeah, they took down our 2 pyres. You know, the 2 spots where they knew we were going to burn their bodies. And then they took down the wooden door, so I'm not too worried about that. Doors can be rebuilt. Pyres can burn again. Let's go ahead and undraft everybody. Get back to it. Rebuild the pyres. Looks like they're all wounded, fleeing for their lives, as they should. Settlers are starving. Well, then go eat something. I know we have plenty of foods. Look at those bastards run. Normally, I would go for a total victory and slaughter everyone, but I think this time we should let a few men leave so they can tell the tale of you don't fuck with Cliffhaven. And let's go ahead and speed things along. Looks like everybody's healing themselves up, laying down when they need to. That's good. And again, that's off of my genius planning. So one thing I want to do... Well, we'll leave those stick traps. I'll let them build up and be set. And that way later on, when we get metal traps and, you know, higher level stuff, we'll replace them one at a time as we have the material. Because for now, we definitely need to get something down. Something. So at least line those front areas. Because again, that's going to be the ultimate goal, is to create just a gigantic death trap where archers can sit up here and just rain down arrows. Maybe even eventually we'll put a little forward station up over here. Little tower. We'll have a few archers up here to go ahead and start a preemptive attack. So then as they're coming through, we're laying down fire, and then once they get in here, we'll get additional fire. That'll be nice. I'm thinking that might be when we hit like the 10 villager mark, and we'll make sure that everybody is well versed in archery / marksmanship, as it's called in this game. Ooh, excuse me. That was a big old burp. Today was Taco Tuesday, so I helped myself to some spicy tacos. Now they're coming back with a revenge. But man, were they delicious. Homemade, of course. Homemade. It's the only way to do it. Some corn tortillas. Fry them up. A little bit of ground chicken. Well, shredded chicken, actually. Fresh rotisserie shredded chicken. Oh, I'm making myself hungry again. Sorry. Alright. Heading into the end of another spring day. So here, let's just get through one more day to make sure everything's on track. But I know I spoke too soon and said, hey, let's have another peaceful year. And then right out the gate, we get a new settler and a fresh raid. But you know what? New year, new raid. We did well. We held our own. Everyone survived. A few injuries. Gaia definitely took a deep hit. But she's going to have some badass battle scars to show her grandchildren. I'll be like, I fought in the Founders' Wars. The second spring of our civilization. You know, I took an arrow to the knee. That's why I can't be an adventurer like you. Good Skyrim reference for all my fellow nerds. Now, I'm curious. I know they have weapon racks, but you would think that they would also have some kind of like armor stand to store all the armors. Settler's wounds need tending. Carl! Carl. I get it. You're a magnificent, sexy beast. You can do everything with your bare hands, but go lay down, bro. Even I know when to quit. Your cow is telling you to lay down. There we go. I noticed that some other bushes were growing, so let's go ahead and just expand it so we can claim them as part of... There. Now they all belong to us. Oh, and right out the gate of a raid, we get a friendly visit from the merchant caravan. The dealer in luxury sometimes carries swords from Toledo and Damascus, Milanese armor, unusual mechanical parts, esoteric ingredients, and books bound in buttery parchment. Their exclusive and carefully selected items come at a premium. Alright, let's see what you got, bro. Or brodette. Let's see what you got. Settler's wounds. Gaia. Gaia. She's enjoying some entertainment. I mean, can you really blame her? Alright, we got the settler in, so who's our speechcraft? Let's go Tina. Go do some bartering. Nice way to cap off the episode with a little barters. Alright, what do we got here? Advanced research table, expensive as shit. Basic research table, expensive as shit. No beet seeds. We got plenty of birch saplings we can give up. Let's go ahead and give those. Goats. We got Boof the cow. Carrot seeds. Ooh, that reminds me, we need to plant the carrot farm. Cartography table. What the hell? A caperone? Material hair pelt? I'm guessing it's some kind of pet rabbit, maybe? Or... yeah, I have no idea what that is. Chaperone. But I'm guessing it's some kind of pet rabbit. If any of you all know, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what the hell that is or what it used to be. So I have no idea. Lack of a better term, I have no fucking clue. Alright, so a hair headpiece. Interesting. Hey, some headbands. A nice hood. Some junkets. Some kerchief. The way that that's just put is just kerchief. You say, oh, excuse you, bless you. It looks like we got a lot of maple. Lots of oak. We're not going to need pine. I'm not really a fan of pine in real life, so why start now? Ooh, we are going to need some... Oh, we have some southern clothing, so we are going to need that. Don't want to get rid of that just yet. We have a lot of winter clothing. Looks like that's about it that he'll do for now. Alright, anything else that he... Alright, he has a piece of summer clothing he can give up. But it's expensive. Some simple healing kits. Is that total or each? Base value 25. Yep, that's each. Wow. Just a standard research table. We got plenty of pies. Oak Brethren. Mechanical parts. Yeah, a lot of this is really expensive. I feel like we could do with maybe a headband. Let's grab some headbands. Give up some saplings. That should be good. Nothing really too much that we need. We have smoked meats. Yeah, we got lots of good foods. Ooh, some simple healing kits. So we grab one of those. We want oak. I like oak. What was the other one? It was maple. See if I can get up to the 70. I know, I'm just trying to get rid of the saplings, let's be honest. Oh, we can get rid of some of the brick. Holy crap. There's one thing we do, it's make a shit ton of brick. Alright, yeah, that should be good. To have a nice, just one little healing kit. Just to kind of lighten our load a little bit, get rid of the saplings. Alright, let's go ahead and strike that deal. So that'll be extremely beneficial. See, productivity here is 80%. It's because it's outside, which we knew. We knew that having anything outside was going to be kind of garbage. Looks like we got plenty of birch trees growing in right here, so that's nice. Research available. It's at the 15. Yeah, you know what? Decorative banners, let's go ahead and do it. It'll be fun to... I have a feeling I can do that right now. Yeah, I'll figure that all out in a different episode. For now, alright, come back up, see what else is left. Okay, so we're definitely in need of another flooring overhaul. That's for sure. Alright, there we go. Alright, looks like Carl's been working away. And I think that's a good a spot as any to go ahead and call it. Heading into the end of another beautiful spring day. Rainy, because again, I assume this is probably in 1350s of England, post Black Pig, probably period, because they mentioned that in the pretext. So rainy as always, beautiful. But yeah, today was an eventful episode. We had a newcomer who brought a raid trail, and damn did we show them who was boss. They broke through our door, but Gaia put up her human shield wall self, took a beating, or as I like to say, took a licking and kept on ticking, and Tina led a glorious archer raid and took down everyone else before they could even get through the door. So this was an excellent, exciting episode. Great to see the fortress moving along as always. So moving forward, I think the big thing is going to be finishing up the traps and finishing up the Great Hall. Hopefully we can get that done in another episode or two here. I know Season 1 seems to be dragging on, but it's definitely worth it. Lots of good stuff. So thank you all so much for sticking around, As always, you can catch me on Instagram at Bears and Beans Gaming. I put up all updates, as well as updates on my current merch, which you can also find in the description and on the Instagram as well. I also have a Patreon if you want to head there and show some support. As always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I like to see if you guys are playing along kind of where you're at as well. So go ahead and shoot me some comments and let me know. Let's open up a dialogue. Let's see how this game is treating everyone else. Maybe you're having a better time than me, or maybe your playthrough is just straight up sucking, and we can bounce some ideas off each other. But again, thank you so much for all the love and support. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.